On the injury front, we had about 5 guys of note that I want to make sure I talk about. First is Byron Coward. He has an ankle injury. He did that in the endo. AZ trying to break up a pass. He fell on the shoulder. Will in endo had back spasms. All right, so further evaluation on that. Mason Taylor has an high ankle, so he'll be out this week. And Tyrod actually has a knee. All right, and we're still evaluating him. So we'll see how those injuries are, and I'll get back with you guys and make sure I give you more information on that. But that's for today. This is the dog days of camp. And listen, it's not fun for anybody, but it's necessary. And our guys went out there and got a good amount of reps today. And practice was built to be that way. And we're going to continue to do that because we got to get our guys ready to play 65 or 70 plays a game. So as we continue to training camp, you're going to see us progress as far as reps are concerned. I said that early in the week, and our guys know that. And we're going to continue to fight and make sure that we get ourselves calloused and ready for the first week. So there was a number of situations that we had today. I thought our defense was outstanding early in practice. Our offense wasn't up to par. And then once we got to the move the ball situation, I thought our offense did a really good job of getting the ball down the field. So any questions?
I didn't hear you at the very end when you said Mason Taylor with the high ankle.
High ankle.
You said just a week?
No, I said he will be out this week for sure. Yeah.
And with Tyrod, was that like a cumulative thing with the knee, which is some wear and tear, or was there an actual?
Yeah, listen, we all know he's an older player, and obviously when you get to that point, man, that's some wear and tear. So we want to make sure we get it taken care of, so he can be ready for us when the season starts.
So that's not when you say you're evaluating him, that's not a potential long-term issue.
I don't see it as a long-term, right? But I don't want to just stamp that right now, But I'm sure that it's not.
Aaron, you touched on the offense, but what specifically did you see out of Justin today in his snaps?
Well, there was a number of things. Again, as far as the way his command was of the offense and know exactly what to do was outstanding. Some of his throws wasn't on point, all right? But, again, a lot of them were on point, and guys got to make plays for him too. So that kind of showed up today, and we got to get ready to fix those things. So it goes hand in hand with quarterback and receivers. He has to deliver the ball, and they have to catch it.
And what are you seeing out of those receivers, specifically his connection with Garrett?
Say it again?
What are you seeing out of those receivers, specifically his connection with Garrett? Well,
I will say this. Every day we're trying to get that connection down with guys because he's new to all these guys. Obviously, he played with Garrett and he played with Ruck, but everybody else he's new with. So him and those two guys are somewhat on the same page for the most part. We just got to get everybody else in sync. And it's training camp. I mean, this is when you do all these things. So if we think that things are going to be roses coming out here early on, it's not. When we go into our third week, and I expect things to progress like it is, and we got to continue to work that way.
With Mason, we've talked a lot about the acclimation from college to the NFL for tight ends and how challenging it can be. If he's going to miss a few weeks here with the high ankle sprain, I mean, is that a little alarming that he's going to be – I know he's still going to be in meetings, but he's going to be missing some valuable time on the field.
Well, you guys are the one that said it was challenging. I never said that. He's a damn good player. He has the pedigree of playing that of being just an NFL player because of his dad. So I think he's going to be just fine. I'm not worried about that player at all.
This time of year, you refer to it as the dog days. How much goes into getting ready for the game on Saturday versus just trying to fine-tune things that you kind of mentioned for offense long-term?
Well, we're in training camp, and like we have a protocol for every practice, and we're not going to get away from that just because we have a preseason game. We're steady building day by day. And even though we have a game on Saturday, our guys know that there are things we have to hit to make sure that we're above board when it comes to week one. So that's what we're looking at for the most part. We're looking at this thing from a wide lens. Yes, we do have games, but, man, we have a protocol and things that we want to do to get better and better every day.
It feels like it's been a few days passing offense.
Yeah.
Struggled a little bit. Do you have any level of concern with that right now?
I don't because it's early right now. And, again, like I just said, man, I'm looking at week one. Right, we have a long time until we get to that point. And the type of men that we have, I know our men's going to pick it up and get it going. So I'm not worried at all. I mean, the thing that I'm more concerned about are the things that we have to do to make ourselves ready for week one. The things that we're trying to create in training camp, those are the things that I think about on a daily basis.
When you have one side of the ball that's kind of, having its way in practice, how do you make sure that, it's still productive for the other side? And obviously they're learning, but you don't want it to affect their confidence.
Well, I would say this. The defense had a really good day today. But there are days when the offense had good days too, so I don't have to say nothing. The thing I can do is just coach. I mean, it's always going to go up and down and back and forth. I'll say those guys are jockeying for position every time they come out here. So the statement of the defense is having their way, I mean, they did a good day today, but I don't think that's every day. I mean, they know they have things they have to fight and get better at too. So every day I look forward to the challenge, and we have a damn good defense, and those guys are hungry and they're ready to go, which is going to make our offense better. All right, that's why guys look forward to that.
A lot of move the ball periods. Yeah. I think it's probably the majority of your team drills are move the ball.
I can't say that. I will say I do believe in playing true football and getting our guys and our coordinators ready to call it like they see it. So it's not just for our players. I mean, our players like doing that, but it's also for our play callers too. I mean, they have to get themselves ready to understand, man, it's 1st and 10, what are we calling? Okay, what is the next down? Is it 2nd and 2? Is it 2nd and long? All right, for those guys to get ready to make a call too. Then it goes right into 3rd down. Okay, what about 3rd down packages are we going to get ready to put in? So I'm not just doing it just for the players, man. The coordinators or the play callers got to be ready to do that too. And we try to treat that like a true game. But about guys that's calling personnel, they got to be ready too. So all the coaches got to be on board when we do move the ball periods.
Can you just walk us through the thought process? Because obviously you're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then you have 2 days off after the Packer game. Then
Where do you get that from?
That's our schedule.
Okay, well, maybe you got the wrong schedule.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
We're off at the Packers game. We're practicing the next day.
Okay.
What does it mean to you to have your former teammates out here, Kevin, Ray, Jason, ahead of your first game coaching as a head coach preseason nonetheless?
Listen, it's always good to see those guys, and I want those guys to be part of what we're trying to build, because they've been there and they understand exactly what it is to be a Jet. And there's a number of things that goes into playing for this team, and those guys know what it is. We're teaching our guys what it is, and those guys been through. It's like deja vu. I'm just telling you. I mean, my first year, '94, we go 1-15. The next year we go 2-14, and then that following year, Bill comes in. We're 9-7, and then we're rolling after that. And I can just remember the 4th year or the 5th year, Vinny gets hurt, and Tom Tupa comes out and plays quarterback for this team, and he's throwing dimes out there for touchdowns, and we're winning games like that. Ray comes out. He's a special teamer. He comes in and plays quarterback for us, and we're winning games with players like that. So our guys need to understand the fact that, listen, injury's going to happen. It doesn't matter who's out on the field, man, put the ball down, let's go play. And our guys look at it like that now. And we have to continue to get our guys looking at it like that.
Other than watching practice with your former teammates, were they inside doing stuff like just sitting in on meetings, or did you invite them?
No. Those guys came in this morning, they had breakfast, and they had a chance to come out and watch practice.
The secondary's been buzzing out there. They seem to feed off each other. What do you think of the potential of that group?
Listen, those guys have been doing a hell of a job. I already called B. Stevens out. I think he's probably one of our most improved players right now. You watch Sauce. Sauce is going to get his hands on the ball. He's going to cover well. Cisco's the guy that's going to get his hands on the ball. He probably gets his hands on the ball more than I thought he would. But he did that in Syracuse, and he did that in the NFL as far as picking the ball off. So I'm not surprised with that. TA is doing a really good job of handling all the movements in the back end and make sure everybody's lined up. MC2 is doing a really good job at the nickel spot. The thing is, he's a really good tackler. I know people look at his size, but he's a tough guy, and he doesn't back down from anything. So even our backups, like those guys are doing a really good job too. And it all comes down, they understand exactly what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish. And to me, I think that's easy. It makes it easy for a defense in general for those guys to go out there and play fast.
Last one right here. With Alan Lazar.
Yeah.
When you got here, there's some contractual things to work out with him.
Yep.
You guys got that done. Why did you want to keep him? Because he could have been a guy you just said, all right, cap casualty, let's move on. Why did you want to keep him around?
I remember playing against Lazar when I was in New Orleans, and we played Green Bay quite a bit, and he made a number of plays against us. So that's what I remember, and that's what I saw. Listen, he's a good player. He's a big slot. He can block. He's able to catch balls in traffic and make plays. And you just don't let guys walk out the building like that. And I know sometimes it happens. But if you can keep a guy like that, get him bought into what we're trying to do, which he is, there's value. There's value. And there's value of his leadership in the years he's been in the league with some of the young guys that we have. We have a young team, all right, especially in that room. You have young guys. So with him and J. Ray there, man, that's value to having those guys there.